Adult Solutions. Add-on Desires.
Hi, welcome to Adult Solutions Current Affairs program. I am Venkat Reddy dealing with the current affairs. Now let us try to discuss different topics that are coming in the newspaper. In recent time, there is a section that is making it to the newspaper every day. That is section 66A of IT Act. This is quite surprising, even though after the repeal of this section, there are cases that are registered in the police station and also which is being discussed in the court. So how is this possible and what is the section 66A? Let us try to discuss. Section 66A of the IT Act has been promulgated to curtail the spread of fake news or maybe any things that are instigating or outraging the situation. To control all these situations, the government of India has promulgated this law. But what happened is, there is some person, Shreyas Singhal, has questioned this under the court of law as it is depriving the freedom of speech. Then in 2015, the Supreme Court has been nullified this area, but unfortunately, this is not implemented effectively as it is expected to be implemented. Now, what will happen and what are the cases that are registered recently and who has challenged this in the court of law again? Even after 6 years of ratification or nullifying a law, if the police station or if the cases that are even some people has been punished under this law, how these judges or maybe the courts are doing this, and now Supreme Court is being strictly instructed everybody to spread this message as it is being nullified and then no further cases to be registered under the court of law. Under 66A, what are the grounds that a person could have been filed the case? If anybody express their opinion in the social media platforms that are like maybe Facebook or WhatsApp or maybe any other area. Now these may lead to the situation outraging. Just if you take a very old case, that is when Bal Thackeray died, two girls from Maharashtra has posted something on their wall and then they have been arrested. And after that there is an exodus that happened in Bangalore because of the share of some videos that northeastern people are being killed or are being thrashing by the local people. Then this message has led to the unrest in Bangalore. All the workers in Bangalore, those who are coming from head to Assam or maybe northeastern states. So these kind of things may be genuine cases, but whereas this is being misused by many people or even at times governments are misusing and filing cases under this section. So to stop this misuse of the power, the Supreme Court has given the guidelines. Now there is an NGO which is to be remembered, that People's Union for Civil Liberties. This is filed a case in the Supreme Court and Supreme Court has started giving the guidelines and to be published in all the police stations under the guidelines given by the Supreme Court and also in the courts. Now there is a frog, new frog species is been found in the Western Ghats. The name of frog is Minerva pentile. Now this name is been named after a Delhi University professor. Now this is a very like a species that is been found recently. Now who will be finding all these things? Botanical and other people, botanical survey will be dealing with all these things. Now what is this importance of Western Ghats? Now whenever we are reading about any species or maybe any other important article in the newspaper, we may have to cover surrounding areas as well. Then only we will be able to memorize these things. Otherwise, we will not be able to memorize things. That is the reason why we may have to read about the what is Western Ghats and what is the important general importance of Western Ghats per se. Now we all know that we have this entire area is covering the Western Ghats. These are magnanimous mountains, not as much as Himalayan mountains. Now this area is receiving huge amount of rainfall because of the monsoon. Now that is the reason why we have a huge diversity of plant as well as the animal. Now in this region, this became a biodiversity hotspot or a biome which is of very important. Now here is the another biome or a biodiversity hotspot we have. These are the two biodiversity hotspots, and apart from that, a small fragments in Odisha and other areas are the biodiversity hotspots. Now, what are the other animals that are found here in this Western Ghats and where they may be endangered or may be critically endangered? Lion-tailed macaque is one among the other very much important. Now, this is been asked once in the prelims examination, and there may be all possibility of asking different questions. It is not directly they may ask the questions. Recently, all of you may be come across with certain news that a person has fed a cracker filled food article to the elephant and which is finally dead. But at that point of time, this elephant was carrying, and this led to a huge outcry in the social media as well as the entire country. And UPSC has asked a question from this area as which is the animal, like who lead the herd of the animal elephants. Now, whether it is a male or female, it is the female which leads this herd of the elephants. Now, questions may be asked in a surrounding area, if not the exactly same area. That is the reason why we have to read different dimensions or aspects of the news, not just about the news. Malabar large spotted civet is another thing, another animal which is critically endangered, that is available in this area. They may be asked, like once upon a like maybe 2013 or 14, they are asked about different animals, sea cow or even different things that where they are available, whether it is available in Gujarat or Andaman Nicobar or East Coast or West Coast. Likewise, we have to keep checking other relevant examples as well. Now, there is another important element, that is Afghanistan President blame worsening security situation on sudden US pullout. What is this US pullout and why the situation is worsening? We just have to go little back to understand the situation now. We all know that US is been affected because of the Taliban people, Osama bin Laden. What this person has done? This person has hijacked two planes and he has landed them in the WTC, World Trade Center in the USA. Now, after that, what US did? US retaliated to eliminate the Taliban people or the terrorist people in Afghanistan, so that it's been 2 decades US is been having their military presence in the Afghanistan. Now, just let us try to go even further details into this Afghanistan geography, polity and society. Afghanistan geographically is an area where it is having a rugged terrain which is having uneven surfaces like a mountain, caves and other areas. Now, because of this, what happens is people are guerrilla warfare is a quite common phenomenon over here. The society is more or less a tribal society where people will be taking pride in the clan but not the country. So, here unification of the country or maybe pride in the Afghanistan itself was not there until like 1950s. There was a king, 1960s there was a king used to rule this area, and after that what happened, communist people has started ruling this area by dethroning the king. And then in 1960s and 70s, where Russia or USSR, erstwhile USSR has intervened into situation and they have continued their support towards the Afghanistan for the development purpose. But what happened here? This development led in the form of modernized form of the development, which allowed the women to take part in the employment, education and elsewhere also. But one group of people has not allowed this, as they believe in the conservative society, and they did not allow this modernized. Then what happened is, soon after that they have took fight with the USSR and they have eliminated USSR. Now this has led to the rise of Taliban people. Who are Taliban? Taliban are the people who are educated youth in this country, and they had tried to took control over this Afghanistan politically as well. And then this has led to the occupying political power of Afghanistan. And then what happened is, these people started ruling with the conservative law, that their punishment was so harsh and they did not allow women to walk out alone. They have to come outside the home with a companion, and they have to wear a parda, etc. All these difficult rules that they started establishing, and this has led to the instability in the area. And then there is a president who come and take over these things. Then after that, Osama bin Laden or the Taliban group has tried to demolish the WTCs, and then US has tried to establish their presence in Afghanistan, and it has tried to eliminate all the terrorist groups by even rocket launchers or maybe different activities. Though it had tried lot, but it could not able to eliminate all the terrorist groups that are present in this area. And now US, as it treated it is a burdensome to continue in this country, so it is trying to pull out from the Afghanistan. The deadline is on 28th of August. Now here in this situation, Taliban is trying to take control over the country once again. Now in this situation, nobody except a very few countries accepted or recognized Taliban as the group. They have been recognized as the terror groups. And now here, what is the important or what is the importance for our country, and what is the area that we are looking into? As it is just a neighbor country to us, if we are not accepting POK as the Pakistan's territory, now Afghanistan is sharing almost a 50-kilometer border with our country. And then we have some presence, as we are supposed to maintain good relations with our neighbors. Unfortunately, we are not having this with China and Pakistan. So Afghanistan is a neighbor of Pakistan as well as the China. We tried to maintain a good relation with the neighbors of neighbors, that is Iran, Afghanistan and other countries, neighbors of Pakistan and China. India has extended helping hand. It has constructed Salma Dam, which is a friendship dam, and other projects like training the police people there, and also offered some education seats for the Afghan nationals in our country with a scholarship. And then we have constructed a parliament building there in the Afghanistan. But now Taliban people are threatening that we will be demolishing all the establishments that has led by the India. Now in this situation, it is going to be very dynamic in this area, and soon we will be producing, as and when there is a settlement that comes in this area, we will be giving one more video that will be of thorough and complete in nature. A new theory: Earth's longer days kick-started oxygen growth. Now we have been surprised to see the composition of the atmosphere, that we have almost 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, rest are the argon, neon, carbon dioxide, methane, ethane, many different gases are there, other trace gases are there. But how this oxygen has raised from a minuscule amount on the surface of the earth to a significant life-saving gas on the surface of the earth? What is the reason for this, and how the oxygen is produced? Now we know that trees are breathing carbon dioxide and breathe out the oxygen. And then what is the reason for initial days? As we all know that earth has started as a red hot ball, later on it has cooled down under the process of degassing. What is that? Degassing has led to give out all the gases, and when this degassing has give out all the gases from the earth within the earth, this has led to accumulation of gas around the surface of the earth due to gravitational pull of the earth, as they could not be able to escape the gravitational force of the earth. Then what happened? They have accumulated around the surface of the earth. Because of this, it has formed a thick cloud around the earth, and then it has started formation reducing the temperature. Then it has led to giving out the rains for thousands of years, till to 2.4 billion years earlier there was no life on the surface of the earth, and then it was a monocellular organism started from the water, which led to the creation of the oxygen as well, as they breathe out this oxygen. But as the earth started slowing down, the length of the day has increased. Now when this length of the day increased, the sunlight that is falling on the surface of the earth has give out to a very unique or maybe very weird bacteria which led to the creation of this oxygen. In this area, we have to throw more light as there is no proper or no conclusive evidence how this Earth has formed, etc. The most accepted theory so far is Big Bang theory. In that area, we may be expecting a question this year, because as and when there are developments, there will be definitely something that is going to appear in the exam. So now try to focus on the evolutionary theories of the Earth and how it has evolved over a period of time in geographical wise, climatic wise, as well as the life on the surface of the Earth, which will be helping you to get the marks. And a new thing that is launched by our Prime Minister, e-Rupee, to deliver targeted, transparent, leakage-free benefits. Now, we have seen many methods that have changed to reach out to the citizens. Once upon a time, if you take a little earlier days, before 2000, where the technological advent was not there, or the technological advancement was not there, how people used to receive the benefits from the government? They used to receive in the form of physical cash or maybe ration. And this had a huge scope for the misuse of the power by the people who can misuse, or who are in the seat of the authority. And then because of the advent of technology, we have been changing the situation from one method to another method. The basic things that are ration that we are giving, pension schemes, and then MGNREGS money or salary and other benefits. Now all these are being transferred to the citizens. Then what is happening? It is not able to deliver it properly, and the ration, when it is the case of ration, to deliver 1 rupee subsidy to the citizens, government is spending 4 rupees on the just service facilitation. Then to avoid this overburdening extra cost, what government is thinking? Government is thinking of transferring the money instead of the ration, so that it will be benefiting the targeted people. And then there is a loophole in this area. What is that loophole? This money which is being credited into the beneficiary account may be misused for any other things that are wastage, that may be luxurious items or maybe alcoholism, etc. To avoid these things, what is a new invention or a new initiative that has been taken by the government of India is e-Rupee. Now this is a voucher that will be received in the mobile of this beneficiary's account, where this voucher can be used at a very specific areas and only for a very specific purpose. Now let us assume that this voucher is being given for the purpose of ration. Now they can purchase only articles that are of useful or that are of provided in the ration shop alone. These vouchers will be allowed at many areas, then which will not be certainly not entertained in the liquor shop and any other area where you can be wasting these vouchers. And apart from this, even there is an initiative that if you want to help anyone, then definitely cause specific vouchers will also be given, so which will not be wasted, which will not be having any intention of misuse of funds. So definitely that will be serving the purpose. So for all these things, a new initiative e-Rupee is been came into our system, and this is going to have a great impact as the NPCI's BHIM app or maybe other e-transactions that is been taking nowadays, which has led to increase the cashless spending almost 4 times from about 2014 or 15 for the first time when they come into market. And this is also going to have a great impact in the increase in transparency as well as the accountability, and then reaching to the desired beneficiary. That is a advanced step in the DBT, direct beneficiary transfer. Now the next topic is row over Lakshadweep beach villa plan. Now what is this Lakshadweep? Lakshadweep is a coral island. And where is it? This is on the western coast of India. Where is it? It is in Arabian Sea, and then it is a union territory, right? This is a coral island This is in Arabian Sea. It is a union territory. Now recently Lieutenant General has given a act, that is Lakshadweep Development Authority. Now this Lakshadweep Development Authority has given guidelines to establish villas in this beach area and also in lagoons, and the other is very much important area is mangrove forest. Now if you spoil this mangrove forest and the beach areas, then there will be catastrophic disturbance in the ecological area as well. And apart from this, this is a coral island. Already we are heading towards the coral bleach drastically, and this is indicating loss of the habitats, and also this is indicating increase in the pollution. Now let us try to learn few more things about what are coral reefs and how these are formed and how these important, where they can live, etc., etc. Coral reefs are the life that are living on these shells or calcium carbonate shells. They will be keep on building over the time, and as and when they die down, they will also be converting as these skeletons will be a calcium carbonate formed, so that they will be keep on depositing, and these will be keep growing over a period of time. Where do they live? They live just around the islands, that is in tropical area to extratropical area. What is the reason for this? The optimum temperature to grow coral reefs are 18 degrees centigrade to 29 degrees centigrade. Because of temperature, these optimum temperatures will be available in this tropics to extratropical zone only. Then that is the reason why they are available in this region alone. And after that, what will happen if the temperature either increases more or decreases beyond 18 degrees? Then it will be leading to coral bleach. What is meant by coral bleach? Coral bleach means death of the coral reefs. Then they will be just discoloring when there is a coral bleach. And apart from that, what are the other things that are important? This coral reefs can be survived only in the water that are free from muddy, and then salinity will also be having huge impact. This will not be able to tolerate a high saline or the fresh water as well. That is the reason why they will be just off the coast of the mainland or the continents, and they will be at a optimum depth of 40 meter depth only, because water will be allowing the penetration of sun rays to certain level itself. Then these are the features about the coral reefs. There are three types of coral reefs: atolls, barrier reefs, fringing reefs. Now then, this union territory is headed by the Lieutenant General, and then what is how this is being governed? This is being governed by the union government only. Now these people like mangrove forests. What are the mangrove forests? Mangrove forests are the areas where you will be salt tolerant or saline water tolerant trees that are growing in the beach area towards inside of the ocean. Their roots are floating on the water, and these are breathing here in this water. This mangrove forest will be acting as insurance against the floods, waves or cyclones, or even whenever there is a tsunami kind of things, they will be obstructing those gigantic waves. Just because we are destructing all the forest, that is the reason why tsunami 2004 has drastically affected Chennai and other parts of east coast. So it is not advisable to encourage these kind of things, but what this Lieutenant Governor has done is that they have given guidelines. Whoever stopping or obstructing this development will be punishable under this law with 3 years of imprisonment. As there are people who are living a societal kind of thing, that is a tribal society or a very secluded place, which is now these people cultural aspects will also be getting affected. Then after all these damages, why we are doing this? We are motivated by the Maldives, which is a small country that is just extension or even equatorial country, which is Maldives just southwards of Lakshadweep, is been very much famous for the tourism, and we are also trying to develop these areas for the purpose of tourism. And as well as Indian Ocean became a hub or the hot topic in this world politics, as Hambantota port is being taken over by the China, and other Gwadar port and even Myanmar, many areas where China has increasing its presence. So to contain this China's influence, we are also trying to establish bases wherever it is possible. These are the two areas where it is interesting towards the development of the Lakshadweep at the cost of environment, social and cultural aspects. Now here is another important aspect that we got in today's newspaper is poverty in India is on the rise again. Now what is poverty and what are the measures that are taken for the poverty? What is the definition for poverty? It's been decided by the WTO. According to this, present rate is $1.9 per person per day is the line that is drawn according to WTO. If any person is earning less than this, is being treated as the poor person, and then any person is earning more than this is treated as the above poverty line. Now what is this and what it comes in our country? If it is the case, then let us take it with the present day. This may be somewhere around 4,500 rupees per person per month. But on the other hand, in our country, approximately 1,500 rupees in urban area and 1,200 rupees in rural area is being treated as the line for the poverty. Under what guidelines? There is a Lakdawala report and another is a Tendulkar report. These are the two great economists who has given the guidelines under which the above poverty line or like a division, that is below poverty line, is been decided. Now if you take a history of our country's poverty or our country's socio-economic condition right from the independence, we have inherited a country where we were having a very less or even a single digit literacy rate people, and with a scarce resource of the time, this is even difficult to survive at that situation, to a point where we have reduced poverty to 20.9%, 21.9%, though the magnitude or absolute numbers is not much reduced. Even till date we are having about 380 million people, approximately 380 million people are still under the poverty line only. This is coming to, let us assume now we are having almost 132 to 134 crore population, as we did not get the 2021 census because of corona. It is expected somewhere around 132 to 140 million people, like 1.4 billion people that we are living in our country. Now out of this, approximately 380 million, that is out of 1.4 billion, there is a 1 billion is above poverty line and rest are below poverty line. What is this poverty is defined? Roti kapda makan, that having the basic minimum needs is being treated as the above poverty line, and people who are not able to afford even the basic minimum needs are treated as a below poverty line. What are those basic minimum needs? That are clothes to wear and to go like in money to go to school, and then afford education, health, and the other criteria are food and shelter. These are the areas which are treated as the elements for measuring this poverty. Now as right from 1970s, at 1970s we were having a population that is of almost 55% of population was under poverty line, but it is reduced to as area where almost 21.9% by 2011, and since then we are not having this data on the poverty, but recently NSO has released a data because it is coupled with the pandemic situation. It has increased the poverty to an area where almost 26% of the India's population, that is almost 38 to 40 like 380 to 400 million people who are still under the poverty. And what are the measures to be taken to this to eradicate the poverty is that try to encourage the inclusive growth and try to identify the beneficiaries, right beneficiary, and then takes measures to reach out the benefits to those people who are intended. Now another report that is giving us is improve social security for workers. As we know, this COVID situation has a greatest impact on the segments that are like women, young people, self-employed, that is of unorganized sector, and the migrant laborers. It is not that some people did not get affected. Everybody got affected because of the situation, but these are the people who got severely affected. Now, it is the responsibility of the government and other people to safeguard our own people. What is the need of a government to safeguard? Our polity is a social type of polity. That is, we are a socialism, though not purely. We are intended towards the meeting of the needs of the people who are have-nots or people who are not able to afford. Then it is the responsibility of the government to bring up everybody towards the economic equality, though it is not present in fundamental rights. It is there in the preamble as well as in the directive principles. Now you may be surprised to get to know that why am I speaking about all these things that are not at all relevant when it is the relevant topic for the economics. Then why am I talking about the polity? When it is about geography, why am I not talking about environment and polity as well? Because there may be all the scope that you may get any point from this area or based on this area, so that we have to get to know. In 2013 paper or 14 paper, there was a question that economic equality is been present in which of the following parts of the constitution. Option A is preamble, fundamental rights, directive principles. Option B is preamble and fundamental rights. Option C is preamble, directive principles alone. Now option D is none of them. So it is option C. It is not there present in the fundamental rights. So there may be all the potentiality of becoming a question from this different articles. That is the reason why we should have a holistic study. Now here, what are the areas that are suggested to improve their condition as well as the improvement in the poverty? Now we know that there is almost 64% of population still who are living in rural area, and rest of the 35-36% of people who are living in the urban area. To eradicate poverty, one thing is rightly done by the government of India is MGNREGA, which is applicable only in the rural areas. What is MGNREGA? Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme is the scheme that is providing manual labor for the people who are willing to work. A manual labor, that is maybe earth moving or maybe some other activities that are in the rural area for the water conservation or maybe forest conservation or maybe leveling the land, etc. kind of works. This is entirely in the hands of the local area, and there is no contractor available here, and there will not be any material. Now here on the one side we have only option in rural area. We don't have the option the same as it is provided in the rural area. We don't have in the urban area. Now the report, the panel is suggesting to have a kind of employment feature that is available in urban area as well, so that we can be able to address the people who are living in the urban areas too. Now governor's pardon power overrides 433A, that is IPC 433A is been like affected. This is the conflict between constitutional powers and the power in the sections. So to avoid this conflict, what we are supposed to do? Now Supreme Court has said that it is applicable even if prisoner has not undergone 14 years of imprisonment. Under section 433A, it is been written that a person who has not served their sentence at least 14 years, if it is in the grievous cases, then they are not eligible to this pardoning power of the governor. But now the Supreme Court has cleared that it is applicable even if the prisoner is not undergone 14 years of imprisonment. Now here, what is the importance? Definitely we will not be asked these sections, but definitely there will be questions related to governor's pardon power, that what are the pardoning powers and what is the extent, what is the comparison between governor pardoning power and the president pardoning power. Is the governor has the pardoning power, the people who are undergoing the death sentence, etc., etc. There may be a different questions from the areas that are around this topic. Thank you, and keep visiting for the daily updates.
Add-on solutions. Add-on desires.